don't know if you're going to be really interested in this, so I'm going to need your feedback. Way to give me a feedback is to give this video a thumbs up or to post below. But what I'm going to do right now for you is I'm going to do a breakdown of a very, very successful direct-to-consumer D2C business. And you're going to get to learn loads of cool shit that they are doing to help their business grow and to make it ultra profitable. Now, if you want to see more like this, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you've got any questions about what I'm teaching you, comment below. Make sure also to subscribe. Let's go. Something new, something that I am very, very interested in doing. I spend way too much of my time doing this, but I really enjoy doing it, and you can often learn a lot from doing it. So this is a really, really great direct-to-consumer e-commerce business. Very, very smart. And so I thought it'd be kind of neat to go through it and take a look at it and to see what they're doing, and also to see what we can learn from what they're doing, and indeed also potentially see some gaps in what they're doing that could be exploited if you, for instance, wanted to get into this particular market. Clever business though. Very, very clever business. Selling lots and lots. If I told you this was a $7 million a year e-commerce business, would that change the way you feel about this particular business? Pretty incredible. Anyway, so that I think is a big mistake. Huge mistake. Number one, I don't think they're doing that very, very well at all. What I do like what they're doing though, is they've got this kind of story that they're putting together on their website about their products. I think the website does a good job of putting the story in place for them. Okay, let's go look at their Instagram. Instagram's very important. No pong, no sweat. Yeah. Instagram's very important. Look how many of that. 220,000 followers. God only knows how many of those are legit, but still, their Instagram game is absolutely on point. Is absolutely on point. So I wouldn't add anything to that other than if I was in this, it's very, very clear that Instagram is a hell of a way for them to sell their product. Okay. Facebook. So then it comes down to where are their, look at the number of reviews they've got on Facebook as well. Pretty impressive. Where are their customers coming from? So looks like they're based in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. Let's have a look, see what's going on. So for what I've just done is I've just gone to page transparency, which is on all Facebook pages. Clicked on it. I can see where their team are based. So yeah, Netherlands, Portugal, one in France. Now let's have a look how they're advertising their product. So they've got regional ads set up. So now we can see where they're selling their product. So first thing I look at in that situation is, are they selling it in all countries? Could I creatively take some ideas from them and start my own version of this in another country and build something up in another country? Okay. 4.5 stars out of 1,100 reviews. Yeah. So we've got Germany, the UK. Where else we got? Belgium, France. So it looks like they're mostly targeting the EU. So that's instantly interesting. I wonder if they're targeting the USA. I wonder if they're targeting Australia. I wonder if they're targeting Canada. I wonder if they're targeting New Zealand, etc., etc. Their revenue per year, I know somebody what knows them, is the answer to that. There's no way I could know that unless I just got that intel. And so that's just an intel thing. All right, so now we can see the ads that they're running. So they're running. What do you instantly see about this? There's a lot of them. Yes, there's a lot of ads. Like that is a lot of ads. 160 ads. That's a lot of ads. So clearly, this is a platform they are optimizing for. Clearly, this is where they're getting a lot of customers. Okay, they're optimizing for this. So let's have a look at one of the ads. More info. So this is a Mother's Day ad. Where am I being taken? So you want to always look at the landing page where you get taken as well. Is that coming up? Oh, here we go. Oh, it's coming up to there. So they're selling using Facebook ads. They're sending people to a shop, to a Facebook shop. That's freaking interesting. I wonder if there is a benefit to be had of keeping people within the Facebook architecture instead of taking them away from Facebook. I suspect that would be a massive, massive benefit, and I suspect that Facebook would reward you for that. What I have observed is any time you try and take people outside of off of the platform, Facebook, your click costs go up. Your click costs go up. So I think a big lesson here is if you are using Facebook to drive traffic, you really ought to have Facebook shopping set up so you can drive it to a Facebook shopping store. I think that's a massive lesson for us as e-commerce entrepreneurs. The shop's pretty average, and now they take you to the website. Okay, now they take you to the website. Let's just see where they take us. Here we go. This product sales page is terrible in my not so humble opinion. We'll talk about that in a second. So that's how they're running that. So they're not doing the transaction on the Facebook platform. They're taking us off to do that. So maybe you could argue there's another too many steps, but their results would tell the truth. That was cool. Let's go look at now. You can see what tech stack they've got. So how are they making their sales? What are they doing? So to do that, I use a website called BuiltWith. So here's how they are tracking everybody that comes to their site. They use Hotjar, they use Klaviyo, they use Google Analytics, they're using Facebook Signals. So now I know they're also on Pinterest. Now I know they're also on TikTok, so I can go and check out those. As competitive intelligence, it's fantastic. What about what they're using for their e-commerce platform? Well, e-commerce, they built that on Shopify. Okay, now I know that. What plugins are they using on Shopify? Here's the plugins that they're using on Shopify. So if I was setting up a business to compete with that, it would make a lot of sense for me to use that intel to form my own particular tech stack, as it's called, about what I was going to sell. Cloudflare, who they're selling to. Oh, so then Japanese yen. So that tells us potentially they're either selling in Japan or thinking of selling in Japan. Vimeo, blah, 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 blah. So you can get tons and tons of great information. Custom audiences, so then we know they're doing remarketing as one of their other strategies, okay? So that's cool to know. But I also want to know as well, who else should I go and look at? If I'm thinking about entering this niche, who else should I go look at? And SimilarWeb will tell us that information. So, scroll down. Tells us how much traffic they're getting. Tells us where most of that traffic comes from. United States. That's interesting. I wonder if they're selling on Amazon. It tells us the gender distribution and the ages. So now I've got some intel about where to start with my own Facebook marketing. Tells us where else they're visiting, and competitors and similar sites. So now I can go and do some research on all of these as well. That is similarweb.com. Very, very good site for doing competitive research. I use this all the time. Marketing channels, referrals, direct, so they're probably just coming directly from something, who knows what. We'll see if we can figure out what. Keywords, so nude, maybe they're right to have their website like they had it. like that, because clearly quite a few people are just coming directly to them. And where's the referral traffic coming from? Da 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 da. You get more information when you create an account, by the way. I don't want to log into mine because I'll have to give away some stuff. So I use that as well, okay? Google Trends, I use this all the time. So this was a vegan deodorant, maybe. There you go. Let's just go for worldwide. Let's see where we should set up. Pongy Brits, number 1. Stinky old Britain, number 1. Built with. If you just go to builtwith.com, you'll get that. All right, the Stinky Poms, that's their number 1 market for vegan deodorants, followed by the not quite so stinky Australians, and then we've got Netherlands, USA, and Canada. So now I'm thinking, well, is that product in Australia? I wonder. And if it's not, what is? Could I set something up in Australia? Etc., etc. Last thing I would go check out as well is Google Ads. I'd want to just make sure that if there is search volume available, how much of it is available. Okay, and the way you do that is just by using the keyword tool, and you want to go to get search volume and forecasts. Okay, and that will just tell you how many people are searching on this. I've got it set to Australia currently. So vegan deodorant, 110 monthly searches for that exact match thing. Okay, let's try instead USA. And I'll check one more thing just because I'm interested. 1,300 in the USA. So not a massive amount of search. So not a lot of people going to Google and typing that in, which suggests what they're doing is they're using interruption marketing in the form of Facebook, which we've seen already, Pinterest, which we've seen already, TikTok, which we've seen already based on their built with tech stack that they're using. Let's just check one last thing, just because I'm super curious to know. It was nude deodorant. Let's see if it comes up. So they are selling on Amazon. Okay, they are selling on Amazon. Looks like they've got a lot of good reviews, so that would imply that they've been either selling for a while or they've been caning it. Are they selling on Amazon in other territories? I don't know. So I spend crazy amount of times doing competitive research like that. And what I'm looking for is I want to understand how they're marketing. I want to understand who they're marketing to. I want to see if I can spot any obvious flaws in the way they're marketing. And I want to understand what tech stack, Shopify, etc., they're using to build their business upon. What decisions have they made regarding building their business? I want to learn all that sort of stuff. Okay. That was a video from my regular weekly Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We're a community of over 2,000 members and growing. We are the fastest growing e-commerce direct-to-consumer community around the world, with sales, by the way, of over $70 million. That's our members' sales are $70 million per annum. If you would like to find out more about what we do and how we can help you build your own direct-to-consumer e-commerce business utilizing things like Shopify and Amazon and eBay, Facebook, TikTok, etc., get yourself off to www.AussieOnlineEntrepreneurs, the link for that is in the description, .com.au, and I will see you on the other side. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.